welcome back to the channel. It's me, Tally Girl, and today we are back with another video. Today's video is going to be all about my favorite polish names. So if you guys want to see all the polishes that I bought just for the name, some of the most funny pun names, and also some names that just describe me as a person, let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that because we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. We do nail polish content with a little bit of makeup and hair over here on this channel. So if you like that, if you like beauty, go ahead and subscribe and help us reach our goal. So I have this video broken down into a few sections. I have names that polishes that I just bought specifically for the name, which I only have one because I really don't allow myself to do that, but we'll get to that. Then we have polishes that describe me, and then we have polishes that are just funny, corny, dad jokey kind of names that polishes have. So that's how I have this video organized, and let's go ahead and get into it. So the first polish I have that I bought specifically for the name, I thought I would like the color, but my real driving motivation behind buying this polish was the name, and I actually have not worn it in years, and I don't really have any plans on wearing it because it's just not a fave. The color does not do anything for me, but I love the name of it. So this is from Zoya, and this is called Solange. So this is actually from Zoya's Pixie Dust line, and this is a yellow gold, like a very strong yellow gold textured polish. This is like Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, like yellow brick road type of color. And I bought this because, well, I don't know if it's named after her, but it has her name, Solange Knowles. I love her music. I love Beyonce, her sister, so that's why I bought it. And I thought I would like this color, but I actually don't really care for it. I've worn it once or twice. I think I wore it as a manicure on its own once, and then I wore it as like kind of an accent nail once, and I haven't worn this, I want to say, since like 2019 or something. I might not even have a swatch picture for this one. And it's nothing with the formula, it's just really the color. This super strong yellow gold is just not my thing. This is what it looks like against my skin. It doesn't look bad, it's just not my taste, my own personal taste. But I do love the name, and I'm not getting rid of this because it's named Solange. Oh, I forgot to include a section. So I do have a section for song names. I only have one polish to my knowledge that is named after a song, and I love the song that's named after as well as the artist. So this is from China Glaze, and this one is called I Got a Blue Attitude. So this one has a pun in there as well, but of course this is named after the infamous Patti LaBelle song called I Got a New Attitude. But this is a beautiful periwinkle. So this has, or it's kind of more of an indigo shade. So it's blue, but it has those purple undertones. It has ugly bottle syndrome, you guys, so sorry about that. But this is a beautiful polish. It's opaque in 2 coats. For it to be that kind of like indigo blurple kind of shade, it's kind of bright, if you ask me, and I just love this one, and the name is so cute. I also just really love Patti LaBelle. I want to see her live one day. My parents want to go see her, but I need to go see her in concert. And I just love this because every time I pull this polish out, I think about that song, and I think about Patti LaBelle, and I love it. So this is I Got a Blue Attitude from China Glaze. So next we have 2 polishes that kind of describe me, that are kind of like just a vibe, and they are just polishes that they just describe me. So and describe me as in the name, not necessarily the color. So the first one I have is from Different Dimensions, and this one is called Antisocial Butterfly. So this is a purple base, and it has this beautiful strong multi-chrome shimmer that's orange, and then it shifts into yellow and green and blue. And then it has these holographic micro flakies in here as well. So this polish is super gorgeous, and I do love this color. I think it's so pretty. But the reason that I love this is the name, Antisocial Butterfly, and that honestly describes me. Sometimes I am a social butterfly, and sometimes I'm very antisocial, and I think that I could like live in solidarity for the rest of my life and just not be around humans. So I go back and forth. I have my moods and stuff, and I feel like I'm an antisocial butterfly. That's who I am. And because I have an outgoing personality, but I also don't really care for talking to people like that. So I'm the best of both worlds. I'm an antisocial butterfly. So that's why I really, really love the name of this one. And it's definitely a term that I will be using because I never have heard of antisocial butterfly before. Usually just only hear about social butterfly, but this term describes me, and it is now a part of my vocabulary. So this is a Different Dimensions Antisocial Butterfly. So next up, this polish is kind of my vibe when I'm feeling like really bougie, or I want to be like upscale or very glamorous. And this polish is from OPI, and this one is called Vodka and Caviar. So this is a blue toned red shade, and it's a little bit deeper than your standard red. So if you wanted to compare this one to OPI's Big Apple Red, this is going to be a little darker, but it's still that blue toned red cream. So to me, this polish just represents everything like glam and bougie, and just like, you know, super luxurious, if you will. Even this, you know, because this is the Infinite formula, so it has this beautiful silver cap, and it has the silver reflective label on it as well. And it's called Vodka and Caviar. Like, how bougie is that? And I feel like this red is a super classy glam red. Like, this is something that you could wear to a gala or to a night out or wherever you're going that's like super fancy. And I just feel like everything about this polish gives me that luxe kind of vibe, even though this didn't cost like too much money. It just gives me that vibe. And then the name, like if somebody asks you like what polish you have on, like, oh, it's a Vodka and Caviar by OPI. Doesn't that sound like super fancy? But yeah, this one just gives me those luxurious vibes, and it's a very fancy polish without being that fancy because of the name. So next up, I am going to talk to you guys about the punny names. So these are the pun names that have other words mixed in, and I think they're super hilarious. I love corny jokes. I love dad jokes. That is just right up my alley. Puns, all of that stuff is just my jam. So I really like pun names. And of course, the two brands that come to mind are China Glaze and OPI. I feel like in terms of indies, KB Shimmer does have some pun names, but those are not the ones I pulled out for this video. Of course, I have other polishes other than the ones I'm going to show you guys, but these are my favorite puns that I have in my collection. So these are like my top ones that are I think are really clever and are really funny. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I have two to show you from OPI. So the first one was from their Venice collection, I think, and sorry, I actually have 3 OPIs, and 2 of them are from the Venice collection. But this first one is called Cannoli Wear OPI. So this is a very, very light gray. Sorry, I had an interruption. I don't know where I quite left off, but I think we were talking about Cannoli Wear OPI. This is a really nice neutral shade to wear, and I really like it. And of course, I love the name Cannoli Wear OPI instead of I Can Only Wear OPI. So I think that's really cute. So that's that one. And next up, we have another one from the Venice collection, and this one is called Venice The Party instead of When Is The Party. So this is a beautiful blue. This is one of my favorite blues. I talked about this quite a lot on my channel, and it is just this kind of metallic cerulean blue, and it just looks like pool water, and it's so pretty. I absolutely love it. It's opaque in 2 coats. And the name is super cute, Venice The Party. So on top of this one having a pun name, it also is one of my favorite blues. And next up from OPI, we have We Seafood and Eat It, but seafood is spelled like S-E-A-F-O-O-D. I don't know, you guys might not be able to see that. Oh, you can see it a little bit right there. But yeah, it's instead of We See S-E-E food, it's We See S-E-A food. And Eat It. So this is a beautiful coral, and it has those red undertones to it, and it's a little bit of white in the base. It is similar to a iconic OPI shade called what is that called? Cajun Shrimp, but this one does have a little bit more white in it, so it's not as saturated as Cajun Shrimp. If you guys are wondering, it is a little bit similar, but this one has a cute, funny name. So this is We Seafood and Eat It. And of course, OPI is known for their pun names. I feel like over the last couple of years, they haven't really been giving their polishes really fun names, which kind of sucks. I feel like they kind of got lazy with that. But they used to be really on top of their game with the names. So hopefully next time and next couple of years, they get back on it with having the really fun, creative, thoughtful pun names for their polishes. So with China Glaze, we have 2. Now with China Glaze and their puns, of course, like we have a blue attitude. They have some that are like that. They have some that have random names, and then some of them have puns that are in place of like cuss words. And those are the ones that I have today. So the first one I have came out in a fall collection. I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. I feel like this one came out in the same collection as Mustard the Courage, which that's kind of also a pun too, but that one's not one of my favorites. This one is called You Don't Know Jacket instead of You Don't Know Jack, okay? You guys can fill in the blank. But this is just a dark navy blue cream. Very simple polish, but the name is just really creative, and I would have never thought to replace, you know, Jack with jacket. And it's really kind of very similar. You Don't Know Jacket. So I really like this one, and it's fall themed still because they're talking about a jacket, but it's also like a pun on a curse word. So honestly, like I said, these are just really funny, lighthearted names that I think are amazing. So yeah, this is China Glaze, You Don't Know Jack Shit. No, that's not what this is called. This is called You Don't Know Jacket. That's what this is called. If it seems like I'm getting closer to the camera, I kind of am because I'm like leaning over more. But this next one is this polish that I absolutely love. I just talked about this in my most used polishes. This one is called Resting Grinch Face. So this is just a topper, and it has so many different colors of glitters in there. There's red, there's green, there's blue. There's gold, and then there's some holographic glitter in there as well. And I love this one. It's super festive. You guys have heard me talk about this a million times. And again, we have another pun in place of a bad word. This one's called Resting Grinch Face instead of Resting Face. And honestly, this is actually really funny too, because the Grinch would have a resting B-word face, actually. So that makes it even funnier. And yeah, this one's funny. It's Christmas themed, and it's one of my favorite toppers. how could you not love this one? This is Resting Grinch Face from China Glaze. All right, y'all, so those are all of my funny punny. I just bought it for the name. Also, this name reminds me of a song, and this polish describes who I am as a person. This video, if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys laughed, definitely let me know down in the comments. Let me know what some of your favorite names are. Do you like puns, or do you think they're annoying? I know some people don't like them, but I think they're funny. That's because I like corny dad jokes like that. Yeah, let me know down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you have not. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.